sorry, I'm scared of being on camera. You shook me. What's today? Wednesday? I think it's gonna be a good day. Direction to really stuff his bicep. This grip, you might grip on the far hip. You don't need to speak Spanish in Puerto Rico. Bro! That's serious. I'm trying to express myself. Exactly. Over here you can see the deviants going into nonsense. I'm just kidding. Rob Degle's here. He's teaching us some good stuff as well. He's going over his A game, which is leg locks, heel hooks in general, so that's good. Yeah, we got the lazy corner, stretching, doing essentially nothing. We've got the wrestler section over there, warming up, Kenta, JD. And, I feel like most people don't know how much of a transformation Nicky Ryan had. He went from this, like, I wish we could put a picture of this, like, little bowling ball that was Nicky Ryan. Oh my God. And then now he's built oh my God, he's flexing. You guys know Nicky Ryan used to perform stunts on scooters. Do you know this? On scooters. On scooters. Like a little, the razors.
Fat 12-year-old. Yeah.
What was your coolest trick?
Hit a jump, bring it up.
With your hands?
With my
slap
hands,
it around?
Spin it around twice, land on it.
Oh, that's hard to do.
It is.
Dude, I could do that, but I can't land. I would just eat shit. How many times were you crushing your shins?
Oh, dude, my shins used to get wrecked all the time.
Just pedal, get the stance. We're going up. Wow, wow. Like that.
That was it.
The shadow scoot.
But show them how to do it.
It's come a long way from the 360 flip-a-rama to...
Post-surgery, I went all the way up to like 210. Now we're back down to like 173.
You went from scootering to butt scooting.
Yes, exactly.
You're proud of that joke. That's good. Very proud of it. Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Is this how you wear your rash guards?
This is just how it starts. There's different stages you put rash guards on. It's too many people see me like this. Different stages you put rash guards on. That's one. All right, guys, it's your boy Nicky Rod here at Beats and Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm about to show you 5 different ways to wear a rash guard. All right, first way to rock a rash guard. You get it tucked in your seam, you have the long sleeves cuffing your wrist, and we call this one the normie. You're good to go here. Second one, get your sleeves rolled up, show the forearms. We call this classy but sassy. If you know women, you know that they like a man that hides a little bit, but also shows a little bit to play with, so keep your forearms out. We call this one the pro bowler. If you watch any of your local NCAA football games, there's a dude on the field playing like this. If you got the abdominals, you show him. If you got that pot belly, you stick it back in. The hood rack. If we're out playing ball, I'm guiding away from the sun, you keep your top brim controlled with your rash guard. All right, this is classic. Not many people use this technique, but it's very valuable. Also, one of my favorites, the caddy daddy. You tuck this over, boom, pull it nice and loose, and now people know you're in town for business, right? I'm attracted to the grappling and to the golf course. It's just how it goes. Final way to wear rash guard. You take it off, ain't go no rashing. Also, buy our merch. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and buy our merch. Let us know in the comments section your favorite way to wear a rash guard. I only see rich people, sophisticated people wear the caddy daddy.
I'm pretty into it. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's just like, because you know, sometimes you're back itchy and whatnot before practice. You don't want to put the rash guard on too early because then it triggers something. So when the rash guard's on, it's on, you know. So caddy daddy, if you're just chilling pre-practice. Kenta bag. And this bag, what you got? What you got in here?
I got phone, wallet, Gatorade.
Red Bull?
Red Bull.
Is that finished Red Bull?
Yeah, it's finished.
You smash it before practice? Wake you up. Okay. You're swagged out too. You got a nice crew neck. Oh, you wear your gear here. You come prepared.
Yeah.
I like the style.
Oh, advantage.
Give me that arm.
You got a threat with Sumigashi, force on the post.
Oh, true.
There you go.
Oh, baby, that was.
See?
Oh, and now I got his arm.
See that? That's A1 coaching right there.
Can I darce your 2 arms? Look at this.
You injured him.
No, Gundle injured himself. Gundle hurt his shoulder trying to flip a penny. No. Actual story.
Actually, I got thrown by a coach.
No.
Our local nicest guy. Oh shit.
Gundle tried to explode into a kneecap, and all I did was turn with it and go into a Nuchimano. And he just posted wrong and hurt his own shoulder. Alright, Ethan, I'm cornering you.
You're cornering me?
Yeah.
Okay, what do I do?
Alright, you gotta step over both legs so you can't go to reach around.
Both legs?
Yeah. There you go. Now you can climb in the mount.
Go to mount?
Why are you coaching him?
You didn't tell me what to do yet.
You do you, and I'll just add in some suggestions. You can do our classic working his arms out. Yeah, get 2-on-1, start smacking it on the mat.
Takes a shoulder pick.
You can probably walk up, figure 4 and squeeze, and it'll tap.
Yeah, right. Alright.
I forgot, Ethan has no legs.
I got too much room in these legs.
Yeah.
Oh, but we're getting the arms to one side.
Yeah, we can transfer to gift wraps here.
The body triangle's tightening up. I feel it.
Tap, break them down. Go into strangles, postured up.
Spine workout. That's more impressive on your part.
I learned to tap, Gundle.
I'm just staring at my own arm right now. Oh my god. Look, you see that shit?
If you weren't strong,
You get the high definition. Bro, I'm so weak. I'm fucking frail.
Doesn't you can work out his other arm too. You get a 1-on-1. There you go.
He's trying to throw me into Nicky.
Acting the corners against the rules, Gundle.
This is how you build champions.
Degle in the house. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Good, good.
What you been up to, man?
So, I was living outside the U.S. for a while. I was in London for a little while, and then in Singapore for longer than that. And I'm back now to. I have seminars for like another 4 weeks. I have a ton of seminars in the U.S. And then I'm going back to Thailand for the Adcc Open out there. I'll be there for a few weeks, and then possibly coming back here to get ready for trials. If I come back to the US, this is where I'm gonna train. I'm trying to mix in a lot of new stuff, so I'm still doing a lot of leg locks, obviously, but I think that the meta is shifting towards. So back, when I first started doing leg locks, outside heel hooks I think were as well regarded as inside heel hooks, to some extent at least. And they sort of fell out of favor. And ankle locks were never really in favor in the new sort of like leg lock meta, so to speak. Nowadays I feel like ankle locks and outside heel hooks are definitely coming back. So I'm very, very confident in my inside heel hook. And I would say generally speaking I'm pretty confident in all of my leg locks. But I want to be as confident with my ankle locks and my outside heel hooks as I am with my inside heel hook. I spent the whole flight in watching old Eddie Cummings videos. I think it's so funny, man, the stuff that like, I remember when I stopped doing this stuff because I was like, the reason why I stopped playing outside Dashi is like part of my main game actually was Ethan. I was rolling with Ethan back in like 2018, 2019, and I was like, fuck, this doesn't work on him. But now I remember those rolls. I look back and I can see like what I wasn't doing that I should have been doing, right? It's not to say I'm getting Ethan in there now, but like, but I feel like I'm doing better than I was before with those positions. So Shashinsky is definitely one of the guys that I'm watching, but not just him, like people like Jason Rao, or even gi people like Isaac Doderlane. Like, he has a really good ankle lock. Yeah, and lots of people like Junio Casio for the Z-lock. Joseph Chen had a really good Z-lock finish. It was very interesting, like the way he finished the Z-lock in his match against Derek Rayfield was like very different than how you're like traditionally taught to finish a Z-lock, but clearly it got the job done. I mean, he broke his leg. The way leg locks are going nowadays, we're gonna see more outside leg locks, Z-locks, outside heel hooks, ankle locks, toe holds. And I think what we're approaching now is like a period where the kind of leg lock game you play is gonna be, I think it's gonna become less about pursuing like optimal like meta strategies, more so about like what suits your body type better. For a long time, I feel like people like in the leg lock game were trying to find like what is the best position, right? Is it cross ashi? Is it 50-50? Does outside ashi suck, right? All these different questions. And I think what's coming out more and more is that all these positions are viable if you know how to use them. You know, outside ashi, 50-50, cross ashi. You can get good results with all these positions. You just have to understand like the game from that position. And then also you have to make choices based on like your overall strategy, your overall style, and your body type, right? So like a tall person probably will have more success. You know, I think the taller you are, the easier it is to finish ankle locks, for instance. So Shashinsky is like very tall and lanky, but I think short, stocky people can get them too. You know what I mean? I'm like a shorter, stocky guy, and I'm having success with them as well. So it's, yeah. But I think like, just as an example of like how your body type can affect your game, you know what I mean?
He falls this way. My left arm is the one that...
Oh yeah. Everyone liked it except for Aaron. Nicky Ryan's got the secret sauce.
Well, you asked me like how are me and Nicky Ryan's rolls go, and I was like, I'm too big to go crazy, but I like to do leg entanglements with Mr. Ryan just because he's an expert there. But I do like choking Craig.
And that honestly happens all the time, but he tells me not to post any of that stuff.
Craig likes to delete our rolling footage or just put it in the back of his mind. I think right now he probably misses our rolls because he's so far away. You know, I'm sure he gets a bit of angst due to our separation. But when he comes back, I'll make sure that he knows how much we missed him.
Yeah, so not too long ago, I broke down something called the Russian double from the underhook. This is another position where I like to hit this move a lot, where someone has a rear body lock here. And what I like to do is I'll set this up by crawling forward and getting my opponent to follow me. So as I go hands to the mat, I'll crawl forward and swing my hips out to the right. So I'll crawl forward and I'll start swinging my hips out to the right. When I feel he's following me is when I'll step into the Russian double. So I'm here, stepping right into my Russian double, and I'm finishing. It's a good setup when you run forward because they'll follow you, and it gives a lot of space to step that left leg behind. So I'll crawl forward here, I'm just following this.
Rolling. Okay, welcome to B Team. This is a part of jiu-jitsu. We all deal with injuries, and
Ethan Americaned me today.
no, this is not true.
I'm joking.
How did it happen? You were in a crucifix?
I rolled out of a crucifix.
This was not with me.
It weren't with Ethan.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, but it weren't with Ethan. I inflicted this on myself.
So we got a shoulder dislocation.
We're assuming a shoulder dislocation.
Yeah. Just supporting until we get a pro in here. We YouTube some stuff, how to relocate. No one in here really knows how to do it. 911?
They said it while she was on the floor.
You want to call 911? That's what happened last time, right? Let us know in the comments what you would do. Like and subscribe.
It'll be good content.
Look, you're gonna think we're scumbags, you know, using him for clout, but he wanted to be on. Right? Tell them.
I was offered and I thought,
Spell out your Instagram,
we're gonna put his Instagram right here, right above my hand. At least we get some followers out of this, at the very least, and potentially.
A little memory.
Yeah, exactly. Good little
memory in a video.
Yeah. How long are you here for still?
A week and a half.
Another week and a half? Well, you got the whole trip out of the way. 100%. All right.
You're good to go. All right. So what I want to do, I want to let go of my left hand. Right? Sorry, I know this isn't what you wanted to happen today. But
When I did the Shark Tank the other day, the submission I hit the most were inverted heel hooks.
Really? From bottom?
Yeah.
You chose to be on bottom there?
Yeah, I pulled.
You ever play on your knees at all? Like how I be, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, a little bit, not too much. The only reason I don't too much is because Adcc, they now count that as a guard pull.
Yep.
So I try and stay away from like developing that habit.
it's crazy they actually changed the rule because of me.
Yes, yeah. That is wild.
For those of you that don't know, during my first ADCC, I was renowned for like scoring points and causing a lot of off balances from wrestling from my knees, going to 2 knees or to 1 knee and attacking or re-attacking my opponents. And previously, only a guard pull was only considered right pulling to your butt in this fashion. But because of my knee wrestling, they were like, oh, that's got to be points. So they kind of changed the rule because of me. I think the timeline was after I won trials, and then I took second in my first ADCC in 2019, and then they changed the rule to where if you pulled to a knee, if you're like wrestling from a knee, then it's considered a guard pull. Where previously that was just like same as a neutral position. Because you see the NCAA wrestling and freestyle wrestling, guys will go down to a knee for level changes and just for wrestling in general.
I'm not a fan of the rule change. I don't know. I feel like it should only be a guard pull if you're committing down to a hip. Like Nicky Rod said, tons of wrestlers use that. They drop down to a knee and wrestle from there. So I'm not the biggest fan of the rule change, but it is what it is.